The issue of points of order, the raising of points of order and rulings made regarding points of order still ongoing there. Sandile Swana, you said a little bit earlier, just to remind our viewers when I was speaking to you as our political analyst this afternoon, that one of the key questions is a strategy that the Speaker will use to bring order to the House. So far, since 2 o'clock, she doesn't seem to be really winning, although she's made a valid point by referring to a constitutional court judgment saying that the freedom of speech does not entitle MPs to disrupt the proceedings of the House to the extent that the business of the day cannot be done.
Yeah, what she forgets, and even in quoting that, is that the EFF would have taken legal advice and some coaching. The EFF has prepared themselves for this. Now, if you look at previous occasions, there were occasions where they were removed, all of them at the same time. On this occasion, you'll be removing them 2 at a time. They'll take the whole afternoon. So they also have their tactics and they've prepared themselves. And I think they've got very good coaches in doing the job that they are doing right here. And the Speaker, I don't think has got a credible strategy.
Yeah, we're still waiting, of course. Let's remind our viewers for the President to begin to present the Presidency's budget vote. But overshadowing all of this, to remind our viewers, is that whole issue of the theft of millions of dollars, allegedly $4 million from his Limpopo farm. So as we stand currently, 2 EFF MPs have been evicted from the House. The rest of them, including the leader, Julius Malema, are attending virtually. There's still 2 others in the House. And the EFF strategy, as you say, is very clear. They've come prepared for today.
They've come prepared for today. And by the way, some people may be upset by this, but what the EFF has done since its inception has made Parliament interesting, vibrant, and taking the street, and perhaps at times even the majority voice of those who can speak for themselves, straight into Parliament, into the face of the highly civilized, honorable members of Parliament.
Yeah, and the whole issue about freedom of expression, freedom of speech came about because some MPs have used the term that the President is a money launderer, and that was supposed to be unparliamentary. And the EFF has promised publicly before today that they will treat President Ramaphosa the way they did the former President Jacob Zuma during the Pay Back the Money campaign regarding those security upgrades at his Nkandla homestead in KZN.
Yes, this is a very difficult journey for the opposition parties and for the nation of South Africa, for the simple fact that the same ANC leaders, including Thabo Mbeki, Kgalema Motlanthe, have said that their corruption is systemic. So to find a truly credible leader who is not involved either in private sector corruption or in outright state corruption is very difficult. And Cyril Ramaphosa, if you look at some of the most favorable writers about him before, are now changing their opinion to say there are question marks around this particular person. So the bigger question is whether at this hour the ANC is able to produce a credible leader who is not implicated in private sector corruption or in state capture of one form or the other.
Yeah, I mean, how critical is this whole Limpopo farm theft issue? Because 2 years ago, nobody knew about it until now, when Mr. Arthur Fraser lays the criminal complaint, and with all the allegations that are coming out, touching on different aspects of our lives, including the fact that there's so much cash in the house and it's foreign exchange, and we know there are foreign exchange rules, and then even if you have a business, why don't you bank the money? All kinds of questions being asked about how critical is it for the man who is in the hot seat, so to speak, the man who needs to take the nation into his confidence, to do so ASAP?
This is a very tricky piece of information when you look at it from inside the ANC. From inside the ANC, therefore, this information sinks all of them. There's no faction of the ANC that's going to benefit from this, because Ramaphosa has been the sheepskin on the wolf, really, covering them with some glory, although they are discredited. So he has been trying to give them some dignity that they do not actually have. So now in sinking Ramaphosa, they are sinking the boat itself. So this one is critical for the ANC as a whole, including Ramaphosa himself. Even if he survives this, it has confirmed to many who may have been doubting whether the ANC can recover or whatever the case is. And now this is really sinking the boat. And let me add that the Posasa case, all these cases of...
Sorry, Sandile, just hold that thought. Hold that thought. I want to take our viewers back to Parliament so we can hear what the Speaker is saying. I don't know if there's been any decision of sorts. Let's listen live now to Parliament. I kept on looking there. We can see her talking. Let's take a listen back in Parliament.